Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Glauc.
And Lady Glauc.
Guess what? We are bringing our live show, Wife and Death, to Lebanon, New Hampshire, September 15th at 7:30 p.m.
That's right. Back to the Upper Valley at the Lebanon Opera House.
So I went to med school at Dartmouth.
Yep, I went to grad school there.
And we wanted to come back and put on a show for the community. We cannot wait. It's going to be a blast. You can find tickets at our website, glaucandflecken.com/speaking, or go to LebanonOperaHouse.org. We'll see you in September.
Knock, knock. Hi.
Hola, soy Dr. Glauc.
Oh, boy.
Welcome. Bienvenidos. Right?
Yeah.
To Knock Knock Hi with the Glauc.
Yes.
Did I do it?
Ish.
Okay.
You did the gringo version.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
So I never took Spanish, but welcome. I am Dr. Glauc.
I am Lady Glauc.
Well, and Kristin Flannery, and the reason I dropping Spanish on you is because I've talked in a previous episode about how I need to start like boning up on my medical Spanish.
Yeah.
Because we're opening up a location, there's gonna be a lot of Spanish speakers, and I would like to be able to communicate better with my patients.
Yes. You have a few phrases.
I have a few. Mira derecha, mira izquierda, mira su oreja.
Okay. I've told you this many times. If you're saying that,
Mira,
that's what your scribe tells people,
Mira.
which is translates as look at his ear.
Oh, mira.
So if
that's
you
right,
are saying that,
mira,
they're going to be really confused.
mira mi oreja.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Since we have wonderful listeners, and I got an email from someone who's trying to help me learn some medical Spanish. So I thought we could start the episode. So here's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
We're going to start with a little medical Spanish.
All right.
By the way, Kristin here is a Spanish major.
What was?
Oh, no.
Can we talk about how many years it's been?
Okay, we'll get there. Hold on. So we'll do a little medical Spanish first, and then I want to talk about my acting class. With you.
I have to preface this though. I never learned any medical Spanish.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like common.
Like I learned Spanish.
Okay.
But I never had a section where we discussed medical terms.
And then let me tell you my Spanish experience. I took German in college and in high school. I took 2 years,
Why?
2
Why
years
did
of
you
German.
take it? Because it'd be funny.
I don't know. I thought it sounded like kind of an interesting language, and I might have had a friend. No, I didn't even have a friend doing it.
I think your dad.
I don't know why.
Something about your
but
dad.
Should have taken Spanish. It would have served me much better right now in the year 2026 as a doctor. But anyway, I had a wonderful email from Gabe Padilla. So shout out to Gabe, who he's a native Spanish speaker and thought this might be helpful. So don't look, because I'm gonna say things. I want you to tell me. Now, keep in mind, folks, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to.
He just is that bad at saying these words.
Really not good at Spanish. So I'm doing the best I can. Feel free to roast me on my.
We don't judge.
But feel free to roast me on my pronunciation. Just know that I'm not pronouncing things badly on purpose. Okay. All right. So you're my patient. Okay.
Okay.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo está?
Okay, listen, I'm not going to speak. I haven't spoken Spanish in so many years, and it's going to be.
¿Cómo está?
Okay, fine. Muy bien. Except that I'm not. I'm sick. Estoy enferma.
Okay. ¿Por qué está aquí hoy?
Well, you have to tell me. Why am I here? If I'm going to role play, I got to know my character.
You can come up. We're improving here, so you can tell me any reason. Why have you come in to see the eye doctor?
Okay.
¿Por qué está aquí hoy?
No puedo ver.
What does that mean?
I can't see.
You can't see. Okay. ¿Tiene dolor en el ojo?
Sí.
I mean, so you do have pain in your eyes.
I
Oh, no.
guess.
You lost your vision and you have eye pain.
Yeah.
This is not good so
Right.
far. Oh,
It's an
no,
emergency.
no, no bien.
No. Muy mal.
Okay. All right. ¿Desde cuándo tiene este problema?
You're going to have to say that again because I couldn't tell what you were trying to say.
¿Desde cuándo
Oh.
tiene este problema?
3 días.
Okay, so you can't see and you've had eye pain for 3 days.
Mhm.
That's where we're at so far.
Mhm.
Okay, all right, gotcha. How am I doing? If you were a native Spanish speaker, you think you'd be impressed by me so far?
I think I would
No,
have
you
sympathy
wouldn't.
for you.
Okay, if I can get some sympathy, that's great. Okay, afecta a un ojo o a los dos?
Los dos.
Okay, so both eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so help me out with that sentence. Afecta a un ojo o
Is it
a?
Is it affecting one eye or both?
There's a word in Spanish that's just like a single O.
Yes, or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
O a.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Is like listen, I'm not a Spanish grammar expert here, but it's like
It's all right.
it often comes in front of something. It's kind of a prepositional
Oh, okay.
ballpark.
Okay. All right. So those are the phrases I have,
Mhm.
which are I think all pretty good phrases for
Those are
like
good for you
getting
to have.
started.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then can I throw out some other ones for like specific ophthalmology things that
Okay.
Gabe here has helped us with?
Okay, should I try to guess what they mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Visión borroso.
Blurry vision.
Ding ding. Good job. You did it. Okay. Next one. Sensación de cuerpo extraño.
Foreign body sensation.
Yeah. Nice. Prurito.
Okay, try it again.
Burrito. Like burrito, but okay.
It's like I can't say the English version. Pus.
Pruritus. No. Like
Oh.
burrito ardor. Or ardor.
I don't know. What's that one?
What if I said me pica arde el ojo?
This is so hard.
Is my pronunciation making it harder?
It doesn't help. And I can't see the
It's
word
like
because I can't
itching,
look.
burning.
Oh,
Itching,
okay.
burning.
Sometimes it's hard to tell
I guess ardor
is itching,
is, I think it's burning.
burning.
Prurito, like pruritus.
Uh-huh.
Pruritus is when like you have like an itchy rash.
Oh, I thought it was like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Purulent?
Oh, no, yeah, I don't know we don't have that listed here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, here's one. Here. Photopsias.
This sounds like an ophthalmology word that I
That
wouldn't know in
actually
English.
okay. How about I don't think you're gonna get this. Miodeso. God. Miodesopsias. Miodesopsias.
One word?
Yeah.
Again, another
Okay.
ophthalmology
All right.
word I don't know.
Veo luces
I see lights
volantes.
flashing. I see flashing lights.
Yeah, flashes and floaters. So I guess the Spanish medical term would be photopsias.
That's floaters.
That's flashes.
Flashes.
Photopsias.
Okay.
So we actually
Makes sense.
have that word, but we don't spell it with an F. It's PH.
Sure. Yes.
And then floaters, I think, is miodesopsias.
Okay.
Or something. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm certainly not saying that correctly.
No, but you should learn. That'd be useful
Yeah.
to use.
That's a good one. Veo doble.
Double vision.
Yeah. How about tengo el ojo rojo?
Red eye. I have red eye.
Am I saying that right?
I mean,
Can you say it? Because you have better pronunciation than I do. Tengo el ojo rojo.
tengo el ojo rojo
Oh, you roll the R.
when it's at the beginning.
Gotcha. Okay. Tengo el ojo leñas.
I don't know that one.
Secretion.
Does it say?
Secreción. Ojo secreción.
Well, that seems
Lagañas.
like Lagañas.
Lagañas.
It would be my guess.
Leñas.
Discharge.
Lagañas. Discharge. Okay. All right. Last one. Don't look. Le broten tengo ojo
Can I at least see the
seco.
Spanish? Can you just cover up the English?
No, you have to guess it based on how well I'm saying it.
Okay, say it again.
Le brotan. Brotan.
Okay.
You got brotan?
I hear you say Rotan. Yes.
Brotan? Is it brotan? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay. Bro-
Brotan. It'd be Brotan.
Le brotan. Lágrimas.
Tears.
Ojo seco.
Dry eye.
Le brotan. Tengo ojo seco.
I have dry eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dry eye and tearing.
Tearing. Okay.
Oh, there's more. I didn't even
boy.
scroll. Oh my God.
There's so much.
There's so many.
Wow.
There's so many things.
Somebody really
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Gabe.
put work
I
into
just
this.
scrolled like further and I thought we were done. Okay. Maybe.
Look, he gives you anatomy, clinical exam.
See, I know something like mira hacia adelante.
You don't pronounce the H's.
Oh, you don't? There's no H
Silent H.
Always?
I can't think of a time when you pronounce the H. And then J sounds like
I
our
almost
H.
said, what about jalapeno? But
That's a J. Sounds like
yeah.
our H.
Okay, gotcha. I'm with you. Okay, I'm going to look through these and then I'm going to practice some.
Should we have a new segment?
Next episode.
Medical Spanish.
Yes, we're going to have a medical Spanish segment. And
Okay.
I'm going to be saying the phrases and you judge me on like my pronunciation and whether or not you can understand, like, you know what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Because they're all like basic phrases, right?
In medicine, yes. Some of these things I don't know. Like, I just never learned the words for.
The way Gabe has sent them to me, they're like, I would
It'd
say
be
them
things you
to
would
a
encounter
patient.
commonly. Yeah.
I would say them to, not something I would like type in my note in Spanish. God help me, I'm never going to do that. But something I would say to a patient. So you should understand technically what they are because you're an expert in Spanish.
I never learned medical things. I didn't learn medical problems. I learned some, like, body parts and stuff, but never learned how to discuss my health.
All right. So we'll be back next week with
And I never claimed to be an
medical
expert
Spanish.
either. That's a stretch.
Hey, Kristin.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into the summer months.
Yeah.
All right. I want to tell you something that I've been hearing about from patients.
Okay.
So everybody's using lots of fans and air conditioning, which can lead to dry, irritated eyes.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a chance that those symptoms could be something else entirely.
Oh, I know the answer to this one.
All right, let's hear it.
It could be Demodex blepharitis.
Yes. Oh, you're learning so much about eyeballs. I love it. Actually, there was a study that showed about 60% of patients treated for dry eye also had Demodex blepharitis.
That is a lot.
And the symptoms like itchy, red, irritated eyelids, they're similar, so it can be confusing. Ask your eye doctor to check for those little tiny collarettes on the lashes.
Oh, those crusties at the base of the eyelashes.
Exactly. And the good news is that there's a prescription eye drop available for Demodex blepharitis. To learn more about Demodex blepharitis, visit miteslovelids.com. Again, that's miteslovelids.com to learn more. This ad is brought to you by Tarsus Pharmaceuticals. Hey, Kristin, I got to hand it to you.
Why is that?
Our room is so comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Like the chaos of summer, kids everywhere, home from school. Like I could retreat into my bed and it feels so good.
It feels cozy, you might say, because it's all cozy earth.
Oh, cozy. Yeah, it's cozy earth, right? The bamboo sheets.
Yep. The duvet.
The duvet cover. I love the duvet. I didn't even know duvet was a word before I met you.
Yeah, that checks out.
But I'm so glad Cozy Earth makes a duvet cover because it like keeps me cool.
Yes, but warm.
But like comfort. Like I don't know. It's perfect. It's just the perfect setting to go to sleep. Cozy Earth stands behind everything they make with a 10-year warranty on all bedding and a 100-night sleep trial. If it's not the best sleep of your life, send it back. Everything else is getting back on track. Your sleep should too. Head to CozyEarth.com and use my code KNOCK for an exclusive 20% off. Again, that's code KNOCK for 20% off. And if you see a post-purchase survey, mention that you heard about Cozy Earth right here. Should I give you an update on my acting class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out of town for your last one, so I didn't get to hear after you got home.
Yeah. So acting, this is my new hobby.
Some would argue it's not very new, but sure.
Okay, well, so here's the reason. So the reason why I've decided to take this on.
Yeah.
Because I'm 40 now. I'm almost 41, and so it was time for my midlife crisis hobby finding mission.
Yep.
As one does. And what was yours, by the way? Do you have a midlife crisis hobby?
I think my midlife crisis has been just solely mental health related.
Okay. You've been learning a little bit more about mental health stuff, and you've been listening to a lot
I
of
mean
podcasts.
just suffering mental health.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, all right. So, on my list was the first thing I tried was bouldering.
Yes.
Because I think on this podcast, like it was like a month or two ago that I mentioned I brought you a list of potential hobbies.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
and you had been watching many documentaries about people who were like free climbers and like all this stuff, and they all die.
Right.
So that one wasn't my fave.
Well, so I got hurt almost immediately.
Yep.
I went to a climbing gym and I started doing the bouldering, which is really fun, but very hard. And I'm 40. And of course, I think I tried to do too much, and I did something to my elbow. It still hurts. Now we're like 2 months later. It's getting better. But anyway, I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I feel like you went too far too fast. Like, you got to work up these little muscles that you don't usually use. They use some different.
So there's like a grading system for climbs.
Okay.
So you start like with a V0, and this is my understanding of it, folks. All you climbers out there, don't get mad at me, okay? V0 is like the easiest one. Like our daughter was doing, because I went with her.
Yeah.
And she could do a V0 pretty easily.
Okay.
And then it goes up to like V9
Mm-hmm.
in the climbing gym. I think in the real world you get like, Mount Everest and it's like El Capitan and things.
Right.
But in the climbing gym, as far as I could tell, it goes up to like V9. I was able to do one V4.
Oh.
But only one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I failed a lot.
Okay.
But eventually I got up, and it was on that one that I think I hurt myself.
Yeah,
So
probably.
yeah, I should have just stuck with like ones and maybe twos for
for a few weeks. Work your way up.
But
that's the trick.
I was like, no, I did it too. Give me the threes.
No.
Oh, I did
See,
a 3.
you can't think like that anymore. With midlife, now you have to you can do the things, but you have to do them slower and you have to take more recovery time.
I don't want to do that. I want to be the best.
Immediately.
I want to be the best 40-year-old new person to climbing that there's ever been. Why can't I do that? But no, you're right. I should take it slowly.
Yeah, it's just the pacing that you have to adjust.
And so anyway, I haven't been able to do it, but I am going to go with both our kids because I think it's I was surprised with how like you work up a sweat, like your heart rate gets going, like it's like
I wish I could do it.
Demanding.
It sounds fun,
and it's not a joint. What am I trying to say? High impact. Yes, that's what I'm trying to. It's not a high impact activity, right? I mean, you could hurt yourself. Obviously, I did.
Yeah.
But it's if you've got like bad knees or something, then just you can do like easier ones.
Right.
Maybe come one day. Just try,
we discussed this. We decided it's probably not safe
they got a section for kids.
Hypermobile people.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. So anyway, so that lasted about like 3 weeks, and I was like, okay, let's move on. Let's see what else is on the list of things. And so then it came down to 2 options, number 2 and 3 on the list: acting and beekeeping.
That's right.
And acting had like fewer barriers to entry.
Yeah.
It was like
you just show up.
Fewer startup costs. I paid for a class, but other than that, like I can just show up, right? With beekeeping, although I am still interested in beekeeping and will probably end up getting into beekeeping, there is a small risk that I will kill a bunch of bees on accident.
Sure.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because bees are good.
Yeah.
But ecologically, for the environment, I don't want to get a bunch of bees until I feel like I can
properly care for them.
Care for the bees, right?
Responsible.
So it's gonna take longer. And there's also a possible risk of me or somebody else being killed by the bees.
Sure. I suppose.
What if I go get some bees? They're accidentally like killer bees.
I mean, I saw my girl. It was
He's supposed to be wearing
Formatively traumatic.
He has to wear his glasses. He's got to wear his glasses. It's what if I accidentally get killer bees?
I don't know how that would happen because I'm pretty sure you just like place an order.
Oh, you just order the bees?
I assume.
I don't have to
How else
catch
are you
bees?
supposed to get a bunch of bees? No, I don't think so.
Like
I don't think that should be the next thing you research is how do you acquire your hive?
Probably a key
You probably
part
get a queen.
Key part of the beekeeping. I know I do have a book. I started reading it, and you do have to get a queen.
Yeah, and then maybe she attracts
I
bees,
guess you
or do you buy all the bees?
maybe you just buy the queen, but the queen has to have like all the other bees around
Well, that's
it.
what I was just saying. Maybe queens attract other bees. I don't know. Or maybe you buy the whole set of bees.
The whole damn thing. Well, you get a bee set from the bee place.
Yeah, go to the bee store.
I gotta find a bee store. I don't have a bee store. I don't know where the bee store is. I've never seen a bee store.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's got to be a queen. Anyway, so the point is, like, it's not
There's things to learn.
straightforward. There's things to learn. I gotta really like get into the beekeeping.
Some things to buy, some things to learn.
Acting was like, okay, I kind of like. I don't want to say I've ever done acting because now that I've done 3 weeks of this class, I realize, holy shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot
There's
more
like
to
a
this
technique
thing.
to this.
There's like, it's not just what people are doing on social media, including myself. Like, that's not acting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like pretending to be a character, but like when you're actually like doing a scene with another person and having to think about first of all, memorizing your line, but also what your body is doing and how to make the relationship you're conveying in the scene look authentic. And like, well, there, like that character would like move that way, like go away from the try to leave or try to like lean in.
You can't just stand there and say your lines.
Yeah, it's like it's so hard, and it's just like you're like I like learning how to like get out of my brain and just like be in the scene.
Right.
I don't know. So I'm. It's been really fun, and 3 weeks into it, learning a lot. And just kind of want to see where it goes. You might be coming to one of my showcases one day.
All right. I would be happy to.
Yeah, watch me do like a monologue.
Yeah. Should we make content out of it and let everybody see?
I mean, I'll talk about it here on the podcast. Maybe I'll do like a video or two, but I want to, the best I can, like keep that totally separate from the social media thing.
I was joking.
Although one of my classmates like recognized me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh, you came up on my thing. Yeah.
You've been in my phone.
I was like, you're on my phone. So, which I thought might happen.
Yeah. Are they in medicine or no?
No, musician, but it's like TikTok. It just kind of goes everywhere. I want to see if I could do this like on my own.
Yeah.
Accord and preparation and whatever talent I might have for doing this. I want to see if like where I can go with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to move to LA, obviously. Like that's not the goal here.
Yeah.
Although I do think an Academy Award would seriously help my social media presence. I think I would get a lot of good press.
I feel like now we're back to the bouldering. You're just straight to Academy Award.
Right. Okay, you're right. Hey, I'm sure Daniel Day-Lewis also started acting by randomly Googling acting near me one day. Like what? Like how else do you do it? After a couple drinks.
Oh boy.
That's just how it works, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, and I won't say, the class or anything, but it's going well, and I've got 2 more weeks left, and then I think they're going to film. We film the scene that we've been working on.
5 weeks doesn't seem very long to learn a brand new skill.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's a beginning class, so but it's a small class. Like only 7 of us, and you're there for 3 hours, and it's just a lot of it's like an intro class. But like just that alone has been enough to like I've learned a lot, and whether or not it's gonna, because my thinking was, oh, this will help me in my content. I'm not totally sure that that's actually gonna be that helpful.
Okay, well, I will remember that when you ask if this can be a business expense.
Oh, I already put it on the business.
I know, but now it sounds like perhaps next time we don't do that.
if the IRS is listening, this class is very much helping me with my social media business.
Well, it can't hurt. I bet some of it does translate over eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so there's two things that I did not expect, honestly, in starting this that I'm really finding myself enjoying. One is just the ability to like get away from medicine. This is why I
This
was
is something that you're practicing what you preach.
right, because I've talked about this before. And for me, for a long time, it was ultimate frisbee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could go and play ultimate for like 2.5 hours, or go to a tournament where it's like all day for 2 days, and like not once think about healthcare,
Mhm.
think about all the stuff that goes with that.
Your job.
Right.
Everybody needs
And
something to get away from their job.
but now, like since the pandemic, I haven't really gone back into ultimate because again, the hurting myself thing.
And the temporarily dying put a
Well, no,
put a
that's
bit of a kink in it.
I know I actually don't have any physical restrictions.
I know you don't, but that took up some.
It did take up some time. Yes, I had to recover from the cardiac arrest, and so the and so but I finally feel that again for the first time. Like I'm in this class,
Mhm.
we're doing these scenes or these like improv activities and talking with people. None of them are in healthcare, and none of the scenes involve healthcare. It's like refreshing. It's like like
There's a world.
there's a world. Because, you know, obviously my life as an ophthalmologist, but also like obviously this business is all healthcare related. So it's like you never really get out of it, you know.
Right.
And so this has just reinforced that idea that I've known for a long time, like how important it is for mental health for healthcare professionals to like at some point like not be thinking about healthcare.
Right.
And you know, ideally something that's like not stressful too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you say, well, I take care of the kids. Like
No,
the
that's another job.
that's just another job.
Yeah.
Right. So it's something that's totally just brand new
So for
that you
fun.
can just get better at if you want and like practice it and like enjoy the process of
Yeah.
it. All right, let's take a break and
Okay.
then we'll come back. And I have a couple of things that I was not expecting when I started this acting class that I'm learning about.
Okay.
We are very excited to tell you about a healthcare news podcast that just came out. It's called Medlines.
See what we did there? Medlines, headlines,
That's good.
and
That's good, right? It's a weekly wrap up of everything in our field from breakthrough discoveries to research, politics, pop culture.
yeah, I think the best way to think of it is kind of like NPR's Up First podcast, but for all things healthcare.
And we're excited to be a part of the team behind it, along with our partners at Human Content and our inaugural sponsor, the New England Journal of Medicine.
Yeah, we wanted there to be a podcast out there for busy healthcare professionals to stay informed on the go without taking a big chunk out of your day.
It's the episode's like 15 minutes.
Yeah, or less.
That's like the length of a cataract surgery.
Exactly.
Episodes of Medlines are out now wherever you get your podcasts, with new episodes out every Friday. Check it out. Okay, so with this acting class, the first thing is that thing that I've always talked about, which is having something outside of medicine.
Yeah.
That allows you to not think about healthcare.
Right.
That's all my life is for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Either family, which is outside of healthcare, but also stressful at times.
Yes. Right.
Like
Just
taking things-
daily life is
Right.
stressful.
But
Yeah.
also, you know, ophthalmology and then glaucoma plague. It's like
Yeah.
I never get out of healthcare. I never
Right.
like leave the world. And for a long time I had ultimate frisbee until, you know, my body started rejecting ultimate frisbee, you know,
Sure.
with the pandemic and
Aging.
and cardiac arrest or something.
Something like
some
that.
kind of thing. So anyway, that used to be my thing. I could just go and play ultimate for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the world, just nothing else existed.
Mm-hmm.
My brain was totally in that, just having fun, enjoying it. And for the first time, I'm feeling that way with these acting classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm going and we're doing scenes and improv activities. It's fun. I'm meeting people, and but none of it's healthcare related.
Right.
Which is awesome. And the other thing is the meeting people part of it.
Yeah.
So I didn't think, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, I might be making friends, Kristin. Like not kid related, like kid parent related friendships.
Which is
either.
usually the only way we can meet people.
Yeah.
It's through our kids' friends' parents.
Right.
Our kids become friends with somebody, and then we hope that kid's parents are cool.
Yeah. Now it's like, I'm actually like getting to know some of these folks. Like it's a very, like you become friends with people pretty quickly, like when you're in these environments.
Like a shared proximity and shared experiences are two of the major components of friendship. I don't know if you know this.
I'd forgotten what it's like. How do you make friends? How do you make a friend? I didn't think it was possible over the age of 30 to make a friend. That was
you either go, work friends you meet through work, friends you meet through your kids.
But it makes sense because it's always been school related.
Yeah.
Right? So
proximity and shared experience.
Right, yeah. Or shared trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Right? So college, med school, residency.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have acting class.
Yeah. Some other form of school.
And so, you might be coming, but again, you might be coming to one of my showcases.
Okay. I'll bring the camcorder.
So I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to, we'll see where it takes me. But, right now it's just like a fun.
Yeah. I think it's important to have things that don't have to go anywhere. They just are for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like, I'm enjoying it. But it would be cool to like act in a play.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to, there's a play in my mind that I've wanted to write.
Ooh.
But I don't have enough, like, I feel like I need some of this type of experience to know, like, what's possible.
I feel like if you're going to write a play, you should also take classes on other components besides acting. So, like,
yeah, right.
Well, screenplay writing for one, but also, like, I don't even know what it's all called, but the stage production part, right? Like all the stuff
I want to do
goes
a one
into.
I want to do a 1-act play where it's just like the doctors are trying to get a prior authorization approved by insurance.
And
And
that's
so it's like the scene. There's like on one side and the other, and they're on the phone talking back and forth, and they're having like their own conversations, like the surgeon and anesthesia, and then the insurance agent and Jimothy, and they're like and so it's just this conflict, like both sides trying to do what they do. So I think it could be fun. As much as a healthcare system play could be fun.
I thought the whole point is get away from healthcare.
Okay, well,
now you're always bringing it back into healthcare.
I mean, it's what I know. It's what am I gonna write a play about? Beekeeping?
Maybe if you start beekeeping.
What are you more excited about me doing? More acting, like getting more into acting, or more into beekeeping?
I think the acting is more entertaining. The beekeeping is fine.
How do you feel about bees?
But I don't love bees. I mean, I know they're good for the environment. That's fine. But I don't love being around bees. I know that's why I don't like bees. They can sting you. And listen, there are people out here who are like me, who know exactly what I'm talking about. I step outside and any flying insect within a 3-mile radius will immediately come find me. People love going outside with me because I'm the one getting bit, getting stung, getting just harassed in general. Like
You're always getting it.
I don't know what it is that certain people are putting out in the world that flying insects respond to, but I'm one of those people.
Well, anyway, to everyone listening, this is your sign to take that class of that random thing that is not at all related to whatever your job is, because you might make a friend. You're in danger of making a friend if you do this. So just letting you know.
You know how you make a friend?
How?
You be a friend.
Sounds like from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It does.
Yeah.
It's also a beekeeping pun.
Lady Glauc and Flecken's Neighborhood. Be a friend. So anyway, do it. Take the class, do the thing, and something that allows you to turn off the work part of your brain. That is my advice to you, and make a friend. And that's it for Knock Knock Hi. Let us know if you have any thoughts about new hobbies.
Yeah. I want to know what hobby I need to.
All my fellow 40-somethings? What was your midlife crisis hobby?
Yeah.
What was the thing that's like, you know what? What the hell? Let's just try it out. Let's see what happens.
You know what I heard related to this? I wish I could remember where so I could cite it, but I heard some quote about how, like, basically your 40s are just about coming back to whoever you were at, like, 16, 12, or whatever, right? It's just like coming back to yourself. Like, you get to a certain age and then you have to, like, go do society, right? And then your 40s, you've, like, kind of laid those foundations. And so then you can kind of circle back and figure out, you know, who you were and are and how that all fits into your life now.
Well, email us, knockknockhi@human-content.com. Tell us your hobbies. You can also hang out with us in our Human Content Podcast family on Instagram and TikTok @HumanContentPods. Thanks to all the listeners leaving feedback and reviews. If you subscribe and comment on your favorite podcasting app or on YouTube, we can give you a shout out. Like Med Ryden on Spotify said, thank you for interviewing Heather. She's an amazing doctor and advocate for her family.
Heather Gatcomb, yes.
Yeah, that was a fun.
Mitochondrial disease.
That's right. Very fascinating. But we try to get people on here that just have just a great story to tell.
Yeah,
you know, and
something to learn from.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Full video episodes are up every week on our YouTube channel @Glauc. I also have a Patreon. Go check that out. We have cool perks, bonus episodes, or react to medical shows and movies. We do the monthly eye exams.
That's right.
Yeah.
Behind the screens. Talk about your went into filming your skits.
A little background info on some of my skits and some origin stories, like, you know, where the ideas came from and sometimes the backlash that I get from them. So check it out, patreon.com/Glaucomflecken, or go to glaucomflecken.com to learn more. Speaking of Patreon community perks, let's shout out the Jonathans. Lucia C., Edward K., Marion W., Mr. Granddaddy, Caitlin C., Brianna L., MP Cole, Tracy B., Mary H., Keith G., Parker, Muhammad L., David H., Kaylee A., Gabe, Gary M., Eric B., Marlene S., Scott M., Kelsey M., Dr. Hoover, Sean M., Ryan N., Jess K., Hawkeye MD, Bubbly Salt, and Shani D. Patreon roulette time, random shout out some of the emergency medicine tier. Shout out to Geraldine R. for being a patron. Thank you, Geraldine. And thank you all for listening. We're your hosts, Will and Kristen Flannery, the Glaucomfleckens. Executive producers are Will Flannery, Kristen Flannery, Aaron Courtney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brooke. Our editor and engineer is Jason Portuzzo. Our music is by Omer Benzvi. To learn about Knock Knock Hi's program disclaimer and ethics policy, submission verification and licensing terms, and HIPAA release terms, go to glaucomflecken.com or reach out to us at knockknockhi@human-content.com with any questions, concerns, or fun medical bee puns. Knock Knock Hi is a Human Content production.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching the episode. You can find more on that playlist over there. If you prefer to listen, or you just had your eyes dilated, you can binge full episodes wherever you get your podcasts, or join the party over on Patreon, where you get early access episodes, hang out with us, get lots of exclusive bonus content. Hope you subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think.